Of all the men, not say anybody. Wow.
You are okay with your friend dating your ex? Are you okay dating your friend's ex? Why the silence? Yes.
Okay. Like, it's like you need a ranting session.
I need a ranting session.
Like, she's very passionate about it. Hey everyone, welcome back to Beyond 30, the podcast. And we're going to be talking about something a little bit risque today. But before that, let's meet my favorite people on the planet, Tammy.
Dr. O.
And of course, I'm Kome. So the topic is, should you date or marry your friend's ex? What do you guys think?
Why are we discussing this?
The way she used it.
What do you guys think?
What do we think?
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer. I don't even know why this is a podcast topic, because should we even be asking this question? Like, why would you date your friend's ex? Why? Out of the how many billion men in this world, you chose your friend's ex? Isn't that Oju Kokoro?
It's like you need a ranting session.
I need a ranting session.
Like, she's very passionate about it. Okay.
I need a ranting session.
But I think let's define ex.
Okay.
Right? Is it somebody that your friend was dating, engaged to, married to? What kind of ex are we talking about?
So far, there was an official relationship, either dating, marriage, not doing stuff behind the scenes, but dating, marriage, yeah. Anything that was official, that was open, out in the open, everybody knew that these two people were dating. They are officially an item.
Okay.
Then, yeah. That's ex.
So that means that if they were having fun,
then that's
it doesn't
not ex.
count.
That's not ex. They didn't
so
have
that
an
means
official
you can.
relationship.
So that means you can date or marry somebody that you know your friend was obviously sexually involved with.
So most times when they are doing all those things, people don't really know that they are actually involved.
People
but then,
just
yeah.
assume.
What?
People just assume that. I mean, that's what people do in relationships, no?
No, she's trying to say that people that are like friends with benefits,
Oh,
yeah, not officially dating.
yeah, that's not official, no?
Yeah, it's not official.
Wait, I don't understand this of you. Like, which planet did they bring you people from?
No, well, me and Femi were not on the same distance because I'm okay with like people dating exes. I'm okay with it, but
Who's ex? Whose ex are you okay with them dating?
like,
Like, let's
no. What I mean is like someone's like your friend's ex, you know. I don't know.
You are okay with your friend dating your ex. Are you okay dating your friend's ex? Why the silence? Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
for me, well, I mean, it doesn't apply right now. But anyways, I feel like it depends on the level of the friendship.
Okay.
Number one. Number two, it depends on how deep the relationship was before they became an ex. That's the way I look at it. Like,
Yeah, give more context.
for example, like maybe your first ever, like your first ever relationship. You know, I don't know how old you were then. It's been 5, 6, 7 years, and then you start dating your friends. You start dating your friend's ex, Abby. Yeah.
Maybe she's just confused.
No, am I confused? Wait, sorry. Say this thing again.
Are you happy to date your friend's ex? Whether they were
I
dating,
don't know, maybe because I've
engaged.
not been in that
Yeah,
exact
put yourself in
Would
the
scenario.
you
shoes. Put
be
yourself in
happy?
shoes.
Would you date your friend's
Assuming you are not married today, you are
Okay.
still in the dating pool, and your friend's ex came and started toasting you, and you are single, but the person had just broken up with your friend maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, but you know this person dated your friend. Would you say yes if he meets all your specifications, you like him, everything, you guys vibe?
Yeah, I mean, if they've been separated for a very long time, I don't see why not. And
Okay, so what if they broke up, but the friend is still in love with him, but he's the one that broke
oh
up
no,
with her?
that's different then. Like that's why I said like
No,
it
but
really,
is it?
the context is very different. I
Okay.
don't know.
So, can I drag us back to how some people in this room said that they don't mind if your friend was sleeping with this person, even if it was not official?
No. We didn't say we don't. I didn't say I don't mind. I said it's different. It's
How?
different. You're not official now. I don't understand.
Like, you never were going to take it seriously with this person.
It was just friends with benefits.
Okay, let me tell you people what I think.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like there are relationships where you might have dated somebody, but you were not even sexually involved. I feel like that is a more forgivable relationship where I can say, okay, I would happily consider. It's not a yes, but I'll consider. But if you know that these people have been, there's some relationships where
you consider dating your friend's ex.
yes,
Okay.
maybe like they probably dated
That's what
like
I'm
when
saying
we're
now,
younger,
yeah.
like they dated, but it wasn't deep, right? Or it didn't get the opportunity to become deep. But you
Yeah.
know that there are some friends with benefit that they were friends with benefit for a decade. They didn't ever say this is what we are doing.
Then no,
But they
I'm
was-
not getting in that triangle because it's definitely going to be a triangle.
Yeah, that one is weird. I feel like, especially if you know.
Yes,
that
Even if it was a month, even if it was 6 months, I feel like that one
Yeah.
is so deep. Like a lot of the times,
Yeah.
friends with benefit, one person definitely caught feelings.
But wait,
There's
Komi
no
has not
way
told
they
us
ever
where
do
she's-
friends with
I
benefits.
said dating friends ex or friend dating ex is no. Tell me, I said she can consider. What's your own?
I think for me, it depends on the friendship.
And she said that.
It depends on the friendship. If you know that this person is one of those, you know how we just call everybody friends. If you know he's one of
Yeah.
those,
And if she's not close to you, is that one
It's
even a
like my
friend?
best
Then-
friend,
Oh, it's
yeah.
not a friend. I mean, like your
but
good
if
friend,
it is like
you guys
your
roll,
close friend,
yeah.
read my lips. No. Even if you obviously weren't involved when they broke
Yeah.
up, you don't know any reason why they
yeah.
broke up, it's still a complete no. It's like
Yeah.
some people that will say, oh, someone's husband, ex-husband married her friend. That is
Like
so
why of all
wrong.
the men in the world? Why?
Like that
Why?
is so wrong.
It's even an accident waiting to happen. Going to date someone's ex, then they now get back together behind your back. You now be feeling awkward where your friend is around.
Like no, that there can't
I
even
just
be a
rather
friendship
know. It's
anymore.
Off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I said it really does matter, right? Like, it could be that, okay, I guess if the person is no longer, like, if they're widowed or whatever it is, then that's
There's a
different, right?
difference.
No,
But even
even
that,
with that.
It is not
even
different.
that, because I was going to say that some people will say, oh, I saw something on social media where
Yeah.
the sister's husband, I mean the his wife died. The younger sister now came to marry him. Excuse
Lord, have
me,
mercy.
you did not see anybody else to marry, so you have been eyeing your sister's husband since. So because she's dead, how does that make it right?
Maybe they just got closer.
What
Am I
nonsense
the only
feels
one
like
that
that?
is on the table
Yeah.
of...
Yeah, the only one on that table.
Yeah.
See, let's say I'm that wife. I will come out and hunt you tonight.
Like no,
No, but like,
definitely.
I mean,
it is true.
I don't know. Like,
It's so
just so
awkward.
tacky.
It's too strange
Yeah.
to consider, because even if it is less, maybe sister is even too deep.
Yeah.
Even friends, like really good friends, that means every time you've been coming to the girl's house, you've been
what
eyeing the
if
husband.
maybe that's not what happened?
I
maybe
don't
that's not
believe.
what-
If you have not been behind the husband, then why did you go there?
What did he even
No,
say
maybe
to
they were
her?
maybe in the process
How
of
do you even get
consoling
it? Which
them.
nonsense
Oh, my
consolation?
goodness.
That means that even when I'm there, if people are consoling yourself by mistake now, something could have happened.
Wow.
Like yeah, like obviously
This
for
was
me.
a hardcore.
Okay, let me even tell you something.
I feel like nothing is white or black, right? For me, it's like, I don't know. Like,
This one is a solid
This
white
one's
and
white
black.
and black. There's no in between.
Because no, so that's why I said it depends on the friend. If it's a friend that there's no deep
So
attachment,
let's understand. You don't just call everybody your friend. There's acquaintance that you just
No.
say hi.
No,
That's
not
not your
acquaintance.
friend.
Acquaintance is different. But there's some
there's
friends.
Friend, your girl.
Your inner circle.
Those are your girls.
That's a very different situation.
It's a no.
If I can call you my friend, if you as much as look sideways, it's slap. Okay, my color is coming out.
It's coming out. She's showing herself.
No, but the thing is,
yeah.
I feel like we human beings were very deep inside our minds. Like, obviously, you can't read it from the forehead. But if you are going to even consider your friend's ex, whether it's boyfriend, whether it's husband, and see, there's nowhere under the sun that you can claim that there was no intention. Because what
the
did he
beginning.
say to you that would make you forget that you have such a close bond with your friend? And then of all the men in the world,
that
at least 5 billion men in the world, you didn't see Chinese, Japanese, you did not go to another continent.
Yes.
Is
that
the
one that is let me see what she was enjoying. Let me see
No, let me taste it. She was shining. That's why she was glowing.
let me
now I want
see.
to. Oh no, you are a
No
demon.
way, no way.
I don't know, like I don't know. It's the thing of, for me, like you can think about it as deep as the way you guys are thinking about it, is like never in your life. For me, it's like if something like death, like for me, is if something like death separates two people, there's nothing you're breaking in that instance.
For the respect I have for that person's
It's
memory.
no. Think about it. The way I think about, like, because I feel like life is not plain black or white, right? I understand that there are rules around certain things, and I understand that it can come off as, oh, when something like that happens. I'm not in support of when they are still alive, or you are now, but I'm saying, like, if something like death kind of separates people, like, and there's kids, and the kids love the best friend, like no, I'm serious, like I feel like I'm just thinking about, I don't know, maybe am I being overly, like,
the kids can love the best friend, she can remain auntie whatever,
She can be godmother.
okay. She can be godmother. What, she can still show care, must she be inside to show care? Why must
No.
No, but what if years? Okay, but what if years and years and years pass
And
by?
don't care. And what happened after the years
like
passed? What
5
happened?
years,
And
8
then
years,
they did
10
not see any
years,
other person in the whole world. It's that
and
person.
they got closer.
Why were you getting closer?
No, but like the other person is no longer there.
And so
I'm really curious. Am I the only one on this? I'm the one that's not a demon. Am I a demon? Bye. No, because so me, the way I used to think about it is like, I'm not going to be judgmental if it happens. Like maybe I would never like consider like dating, like when I was in dating, like maybe I will not consider dating my my friend's ex ever, just because it's kind of like a rule thing. But I feel like as we get older, as life gets more complicated, like there's no set rule around like, okay, ever, never. The family of the girl that, if it's the girl that died, the family of the girl that died might even want the thing to happen.
who sent them?
No, but I'm just saying that if everybody gets so close to that point where it's like nobody is seeing it as, oh, this person has been planning it, there's an intention towards it. I'm really curious what our viewers think, because
You guys, you better let us know in the comments.
at this point, like, I'm still like the bad person here, and I'm not supposed to be the bad person, innit?
At least for the first time ever.
I don't know, like, I'm not going to judge the person. I mean, but I don't think it's the worst thing, the way you guys are making it sound like it's the worst thing.
No. It's a tacky situation.
But I guess it's good to kind of know.
Okay, so obviously you guys can tell that I feel very strongly about this one.
I don't call the better demon.
Like, the truth is, for the sake of sanctity and sensibilities, I think if you are auntie and the kids know you as auntie and you were close to the person, even if she passes away, please remain auntie.
Yes.
Like, it will be so weird. Like, you can check on the family, you can be friends with the guy, but there should be no situation where you are now stepping into her home to occupy. That means you were secretly wishing for that man when she was alive. That is my opinion.
There was an inner desire.
There was an inner desire. There was a subconscious, deep level of ojukokoro going on.
Yes.
Where you maybe a few times you saw him do something for your friend and you wanted it. Otherwise, of all the men in the world, like, there should be no reason.
Yeah. Because it's like saying, you know how people must say, oh, maybe they got close.
Yeah.
No matter how close you get to your siblings, you can't think of dating them. That's the way it should be. This
God
is
bless
a
you.
no-go area.
And
like
for
get-
the sister that is marrying the sister's husband, you should get your head checked.
They used to do those Nigerian movies back in the day.
They did. In fact, there was one that was really trending on Amazon Prime recently where the sister couldn't get pregnant, and then she went to her older sister and said, she's about to lose her marriage. Please, would you, they tried IVF and it didn't work, that would you consider having relations with her husband so that they could have a child? Not knowing that secretly, the sister had always liked the husband. So from let's try and have a baby, she took over the girl's matrimonial bed and everything. And then eventually that baby they tried to conceive died.
Huh.
Hi,
So that wahala for nothing.
Right? But the thing is that, first of all, I'm not even I'm not even going to get into whether that was the right thing to do. But I feel like that is usually the situation. If somebody is willing to step into a ex's bed and life, it's because there was always a secret desire.
Was always there. Was always there. So, in fact, we just need to know what you guys think, because this is a hot topic. For Tim to be on the other side for the first time, this is a really...
For me, I'm just like, I'm not, I don't know, maybe because I'm not thinking so deeply about it the way you guys are. Maybe that's why, because I'm not like, obviously, I never thought about it before like that, to be like, okay, like...
Okay, let's flip the
It will
tables.
ever happen.
If your friend was dating your ex and people were still in the same circle and the ex was coming around, wouldn't it be awkward?
It's definitely awkward now. No, like, it's definitely, no, for me, that's why, like, for me, when it's leaving, when it's like a thing, like, and time, like, I don't know, it's definitely awkward.
She's dating your ex, she has to come and tell me, we're getting married, will you be my bride?
Like, no. Like,
What
of
you said is
course
okay
not
now.
now.
Oh, but
No,
that's
that's not
nothing wrong.
That's not what I said.
What did
That's
you
not.
say?
No, what I said was, first of all, like, it depends on the friendship. Second of all, I said it depends on how deep the relationship was before. We dated as for, I don't know, 1 year and when you were younger, and the relationship is done, and nothing really happened, no big deal.
No, we're talking about real relationship, not secondary school dating.
No,
Like, real
not just
proper
even.
relationship.
No, but some people count their secondary school dating, not even secondary school. Like some people count their like
Early
first, second
university
relationship,
days.
early university days relationship as real relationships. Time passes, distance, whatever it is, like it can happen. It's not like a never ever happen
you're right,
kind
that
of
can
thing.
happen, but there's always that thing where it's a ticking time bomb in terms of, how they say, now old firewood, they catch pass. So when those exes happen to somehow always be in their face, old flames can rekindle, and before you know it, stuff is happening behind your back. But you remember that you set yourself up for that situation because you went to go and enter where they did not say this, you enter. Do you get? So it's a very, very risky thin line. It's a lot.
I feel
Except, like you said, maybe they're never going to see each other. They're going to be like two separate continents.
Yeah.
They never have to meet. They're not in the same circle.
Yeah.
And maybe they were not that close. Or even if they were close, they have decided that we're no longer friends again.
so they can never stay friends with each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
they can, definitely
You can't still be
not.
friends with
Like,
somebody.
is it that when we're having baby dedication, and I'll be
I
like,
know.
oh, you're the one that's going to help me carry the baby. How are you thinking this?
No. So like I think for me the
Everything
reason
is so nice
the way I'm
that-
thinking about it,
She's
I'm
so
not really. I'm just
innocent.
thinking about it. Maybe because I don't know like what goes on inside relationship that much. Oh, like it's when people are dating. But like for me, it's like if maybe if the person is not really like your closest friend, or like if the person like I don't know, I've not been in that tight like closest friend scenario to be like, oh, I'm gonna date my like no big deal there. No, for me, I just think of, oh, but these people like deep, right? If they weren't like, if there was no ill feeling, like if it wasn't a thing of, oh, this person is still actively pursuing the other person and they still love each other or something, like I don't know.
No,
Whatever
sometimes
it
it
is.
might be that, like I said, maybe in the scenario that the guy broke up with your friend probably still has feelings, but maybe she's not telling you about it because she's ashamed to. But the fact is, there's still feelings that you might not know about. So you won't know if it is actively, or you don't know if she's staying message behind, and be telling her she wants to get back. She won't tell you all that.
Yeah.
Do you get? So you won't know that you just gonna enter and form a triangle.
I think for me, I always had this rule. If my friend, even as much as is smiling at the guy, it's a no.
It's a red flag.
Or if there's even smiling. Oh, wow.
You know those flirty looks? If I catch you
yes.
once,
Yeah.
nope, I can't date you.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to be in a relationship where you are not 100%.
Yeah.
We're not saying anybody is a saint or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Where you're not 100% sure that this person
Yeah.
is like with you for the right reasons.
Right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done things in the past, but I feel like with maturity and, I that was one line. You don't want to cross it. Now, that's one. If it is a situation where you guys are friends, but you don't see each other, you're in different cities. Maybe you now got married and your friend is still single. And then there is one ex that it was never too deep with. Those multiple,
Yeah.
it wasn't
Situation.
deep.
Yeah.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't really affect. But the thing is, we're not in each other's everyday
Space.
lives.
Yes. I think that's
that's-
the tricky part.
yeah.
Where it's like,
But it cannot be with your first boyfriend that you were so in love with. No.
But
it
how
has
do you-
to be. It has to
The
be.
terms and conditions.
No, so me,
Anyone that
I feel
feels
like
this strongly about it.
if people no, so this is where I see it. I think the reason why I'm not a hard no is because there's a lot of like tricky questions, like a lot of tricky scenarios that you have to consider, right? Like it's not for that's why I kept saying it's not a black or white thing. It's not like I'm not going to be hard on like any of my friends that won't date my ex. Go ahead, do whatever you like. I personally, I'm not going to be upset. Do you understand what I mean? It won't bother me. So in my mind, I'm thinking, why should it? Do you understand what I mean? Why should it bother somebody? Do you get what I mean? That's where I'm coming from, right? So I'm not saying like if we're in the
the
same
truth
space.
is, it won't bother me that they're dating, but I'll be worried about my friendship with that person.
Yeah.
It's not about the fact that they are dating.
I agree.
I broke up with that person, or we broke up for a reason, right? But it's just the friend. Like I will not be worried of my own husband. That you can do this one then.
That's the circle. So that's
Do you
the
understand?
circle thing that we're talking about, like being in the same circle and doing everyday life together. Where it's kind of awkward, where you can't be like close to that your
Yeah.
friend anymore.
Yeah.
I get that part, but like for me, it's like if I've honestly said I'm not interested in that person, I'm done. Do
I'm
whatever.
done. Anybody
And
can
it
date
doesn't affect me like being friendly
No, what do you mean by friendly?
with my friend that decides to date my ex.
You can be friendly, but you know where the limit is. You don't bring the person too close.
Of course. That's a natural thing.
Yeah.
But then it also depends on like, how they met, how they got introduced. Like
I don't care. I don't want to know.
Except the person did not know it was your ex when they started dating. That's
it
a
could be.
different
It could be
one.
that.
That's when you
That's
say you don't mind
different.
because that means the
Yes.
friend didn't have any intention. She
Yes.
didn't know.
That's why. So for me,
but that you knew that we were dating before. And then you now go.
and we were all
And maybe
like
he even
friends.
broke your heart.
And we were all like friends. That's why. That's why.
I've now teamed up with my enemy.
The enemy of my enemy.
It's my enemy.
I mean,
No,
the friend of my enemy.
It's my enemy.
Yes.
Yeah, my
No,
enemy.
I agree with that one. We can't be in the same circle. Like even there are certain people that have had not intentions, like nobody will know their intention because they're not really outspoken about their intentions. Those people, we're wary of them anyways. So for me, it really does depend. Maybe if we learn more, I don't know, personally, if somebody did it to me as, again, not necessarily that me and this person were in the same city, same circle, same group of friends, we are meeting every other week, and then all of a sudden I say, no, I'm done, and then you immediately jump in. Of course, that's questionable, right? Like, of course, it would be very, very weird, very awkward. You will not be able to trust that person. Totally get that. For me, I say time passes. Lots of time passes.
You're not in the same city.
You're not in the same city. Life has pulled you
yeah.
both in different directions. Have at it.
It still depends on the level of friendship.
Yeah,
Even if time
of
passes,
course.
I'm my childhood friend.
But
knew our
think
history,
about it.
And you still go and date that person. So it depends.
I think
right.
it should be I feel like it's something like that should be very personal. And I think there's some certain questions that we have to ask. Like, okay, at what level do you need to tell? If, say, for example, your ex reaches out to your friend and your friend starts dating your ex. It's always weird, right? But your friend doesn't tell you, you just seek permission, all that shenanigans stuff. Yeah. There's lots more to talk about.
Looks
But
like she has some things to say.
No, if I say it,
for me, it's not black
if
or
I
white.
say what is on my mind, YouTube will take us down.
It will ban him.
They will ban the video. Like, wait,
Yeah,
why
it really does depend for me anyway.
For you to be going to ask for permission,
That means you already have intentions.
that means you already even know that there's something wrong with what you're about to do.
Yeah.
Then
true.
why do it?
No. That part, like, I'm not saying that they should come and ask for permission. No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, if many, many years pass and everybody has moved on, you've moved on, you're married, and they both find themselves in the same city, whatever, and they get close. Personally,
Unless that city is in Mars. But hold on.
personally, for me, I'm like, have at it.
Okay, yeah, that's why I said
Yeah.
in case it's not a relationship. Like honestly, I'm not trying to be too this thing. If the relationship between me and that person, or
Yeah.
is not wasn't so deep, there was some surface.
Yeah.
Then
then
okay,
that's
cool.
different.
And then you guys are in a different city. Maybe you are in Mars or Pluto. Yeah, you can have at it, right?
Yeah,
But you also
or
need
Mars or
to
Pluto.
know
Yeah.
the friend involved. If you have someone like Tammy as your friend who doesn't, mind too much about that kind of thing, then maybe just be honest and bring it up and say, okay,
Thank you.
this is happening, right? If you have someone like me as your friend,
Do not go near Kobe. Kobe will bind and cast you to the ends of the earth.
right? Okay, but I think it also comes, I think from me, it stems from a place of I'm very loyal to my friends.
I think that's where. So I was going to say that the level at which people make friends determine how deeply they take matters like that. Do you understand? At least for me, I'm not much of a super best friend, type of person.
This does not need to be your best friend now. Okay, I'm saying
No, or close friend, or whatever we call it, whether it's best friend or closest friend, that kind of thing. Because I'm not that trusting to the point where I'm like,
So I don't like that much attachment.
like
Bring so
so
much expectation.
especially with like girl to like sometimes I struggle with, I don't know, it could be for other reasons, I just struggle with having very deep girlfriend relationships because for me it's like nobody is that, I trust my family, and maybe some people get close enough to become family. Do you understand what I mean? I've not experienced it to that point yet. So maybe
So I think what it means for you is that the only time you will have a problem with it, because before you said you didn't have a problem, but actually looking at it, judging from what you have said, the only time you have a problem with it is if your friend was really close. For example, you can't date your sister's ex.
lie.
Exactly.
Of course not.
So it's about the closeness of how close you are to the friend.
Exactly.
So she.
So it's not an absolute yes for you.
Yeah. So she.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So I think from what you are saying, what I'm hearing is she doesn't get close
To people
to
normally.
people normally. So
the
whatever
point
they
where-
do doesn't affect her. But if you're the kind of person who,
Okay.
like
when you have your friendships,
when you have
you're
your
like,
friendships, like
yeah.
it's not like do or die. It's not
Of
best
course not.
friendship.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like there is a level of trust expected.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Hey, so
yeah.
if you have that level of trust,
Yeah.
there are just some things that are unacceptable.
Of course, yeah. Maybe that's where it's good. It's good that we clarify that, because I think that's as we started talking more, I'm like, okay, maybe I'm seeing why you guys are like, no. 'Cause for me, I'm like, if me, I'm done. I've moved on. The person, because like for me, it's like if two of you, what if both of you are better matched for each other?
Why? You didn't see another person better match
No,
with.
wait,
Am I a matching
better
service?
wait, see, hey, God,
Am I a matching service?
I don't think so deep. Maybe again, that's the friendship part, right? Like if I think so deeply about that person, where I'm like, I know the person's ins and outs, and she knows my in and outs, and maybe she knows some secrets and things that. Do you understand what I mean? That that is spouse level secrets, right?
Spouse level secret.
Yes.
Like this is like secret agency, or where they
Yes,
have levels of
it's
clearance.
true. Like if they know you deep enough to, and then they now date. Of course, I see how weird it is, but I don't think maybe even if I sit down in my personal and just think so deeply about it, I might be
Like,
a
okay.
complete no like you guys. But yeah.
Cookie
we
jar
decide on
time,
cookie jar,
everyone.
yeah?
Let's find out what Cookie Jar wants us to talk about. Who's going first?
I'm not going first this time.
Okay, I'll go first since I'm on the first chair. This one I was already folded. I hope people did not set me up. Oh.
Oh, is it folded?
It was like this.
Oh,
Okay. What was your friend secretly dating your ex or them?
Oh, or them asking you for permission.
oh,
date.
both. What am I giving?
That question is exactly what's your friend secretly dating your ex, or what does the or them
Or
mean?
So
them asking you for permission.
To date the ex? Oh, both of them. Like none of them is good.
That's why I already know your answer. Thank you. I already gave you guys Femi's answer.
Okay.
Because she's a complete no. So that
No,
question
no.
for you is like,
That's giveaway.
all right, shaking, shook it. Hold on. I had to finish that. Oh gosh. Just one, no. Okay. Why did I pick this one now?
Oh yeah.
So this one says, what emoji best represents the moment you find out your friend is dating your ex? I feel like this one is for two of you because
Hey, so tell us your emoji.
my emoji, it's just like whatever face.
Yeah. I'm
whatever
sure that's
face.
what you...
That's my emoji.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you guys? Because I want to hear
Gomez
your
emoji has not been created.
No, they have the demon emoji.
Okay.
So that is like or wish.
Or no, you know that red face emoji that there's smoke coming out from person's head.
Yeah. That's the one.
I'm able to pick up the caller. I'm like, wait, of all the men, ní gbogbo àgbáyé, not say anybody. Wow. Anyway.
It's really interesting to hear you guys' perspectives. Yeah. How about you? What's your emoji?
Probably similar to Comezone.
Yeah.
Very similar.
I'm glad I'm not alone.
Okay,
let me take one.
Your turn.
Okay. So this one says, if your friend says they don't mind, do they actually mean it?
They don't mind what?
That
You are
you are dating their ex.
Be very afraid.
Be shook.
Well, if the friend was me, I mean it though.
Be afraid.
I mean it like yeah.
Okay.
It's
Taking
not
one for the
Let me
audience.
take one for the audience. Guys, this question is for you. Is there an expiration date on exes, like a statute of limitations before their affair game? Is it 6 months? Is it 1 year? Is it never ever?
Is it 5? Is it 10?
Let us know down in the comments. And
Is it in heaven?
All right, so that brings us to the end of this episode. We hope you enjoyed it. And we're looking very much to seeing what you guys think down in the comments. We'll see you on the next one.